Hey everyone, once again, welcome back to Adware Prime. And today we are going to use Python again, and we'll be building a very famous game which is Snake Game. Okay, so the libraries which we need for this is Turtle, Random, and Free Games. Turtle library will be used to build a snake, and I'll tell you the food and the head which we all will have, the window where we'll use the game. Okay, random will give us the random ranges, whereas free games is a special type of open source library which has many functions inside. For example, if you want to build a square, you can use free game square function. If you want to build a vector is a position which has x and y axis. So this way you can use free games as well. So I'll show you these three, how are we going to use them. Then our task is to display the snake and food, and we have to make the snake moving. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's directly go to the IDLE and build this project. So guys, I am on my IDLE now. So first of all, I'll import the libraries. I'll write from turtle import all. Okay, so I want everything from turtle, right? So because everything, I might use anything which is present in the turtle, so I'll be importing in this method. Okay, next is from random, or I can directly import random. So right, import random, I want random as well. And the last library which I want is from free games. I want only two functions of it. The first function being the square. I want square function of free games, and I want vector. So these two will help me to build the game, and otherwise I can also import directly free game and then use them. But basically, this is the correct method to use it. So if you want to install these libraries, so I'll comment them down. Write pip install turtle for turtle. Random is a pre-inbuilt library. For free games, you write pip install free games. So this is what you are going to do, and this will help you as well. Now comes up our second thing. We need to create vectors. So what is a vector? Vector is something which can be defined using x, y, and z axes. So these are three type of axes. If we pick up paint, and I'll tell you with the help of paint. So this is my x and y. This is my y axis. This is my x axis. So vector is something which is going to be shown like this. Okay, so this is in x axis, it's going this way, and its y axis, it is going this way. So I can create vectors using free games library, and it's very easy. This will help me to build my snake as well. So what I'll write, first of all, let's create the vectors. Okay, I don't want this to be saved. First vector which I'm going to create is food. Food is a single vector, it's a point vector. So I'll just write vector, and then I'll tell the I'll say where do I want it. Let's just make it by default 0 comma 0. Then I want snake. So snake is a list of vectors, so I'll import it or keep it inside the vector list. Okay, so list vector, let's give random numbers. It's 10 0. Okay, it will begin from here every time. And then what I want to show is, I want to show the aim as well, where my snake should be going. So it was also going to be in a single vector options. Okay, so vector, and let's give it as beginning, it should go I'll say south. Okay, this is going to be south below. This is how it will work. These three things are ready with me now. Before creating anything, let's create the window in which we are going to show the snake and all. So it's pretty much easy. We give some space. Okay, so over here write setup, the setup which we want. Let's give the four coordinates of the setup. Preferably we take 420, 420, 370, and 0. Okay, so these are the coordinates for my setup. And then I want to, if I just save it and press let's save it on desktop as snake project, and if I run it now, so you'll see I get something like this, right? And if I just basically, when we start drawing, no, then I'll just do it, then I'll tell you. Okay, nothing much needed for right now. Now what's next? What should be the next step for us? So now we have shown a window, we have everything with us right now, but we haven't created anything which will change our snake's location, or which will show our location. So we have to create functions to show the locations as well as values of the snake. Okay, so let's do it. First of all, let's create the function for moving it. Okay, so def move, it has a lot of things inside it. So as soon as we encounter anything, we'll build a function for that as well. First of all, we have to create a head. Okay, so head will be snake's last value, the value from the last, right? We can say the this value. Okay, so -1 reverse indexing. So I create a copy of this, and then I'll move the head dot move. This is a function for turtle which will move this head. So I'll move it to aim. Okay, the aim. So we have to get aim as well. So for that, we'll change or create the values of aim using definition change. This is a function which will create, I'll say, um, this will create the x and y axis of my aim, where I'm going to aim. Okay, so this will take the values of x and y. This will be according to my keys. If I press up key, so x will be changed, and if I press down key, so x will again change. So these all things are going to be there. So aim of x, this is c, this vector, this is x for it, and this is y for it. So we are changing the aim of x to x, and aim of y to y, which we get from the user from below, right? So let's get this thing for user as well. We have to create an on click function whenever a key is pressed. Okay, so I write on key, and there's a turtle function which will listen to these all things. So we'll write listen means he will be reading our keys. Okay, then I write on key. I use a lambda function, LAMBDE. So small l, lambda is an anonymous function which will run for a single line, and what it does, whenever this we'll call change, and let's decide the values. First of all, this will be for right key. If a right arrow key is pressed, so a right arrow key means the x-axis will be changed, so it will be changed 10 times towards right and 0 for the y. And again write on key, and in this on key you define for the left one. Okay, so pretty much easy. You write change, and in change you write 10 in minus, because we are going to be left right now, and this will be left, capital L F T. Okay, so just copy this thing for now, right, paste it, and this, let's make it up, and let's make it down, and instead of x-axis right now, we'll change the y-axis. So for this will be 0, and this will be 10, and this will be again 0, and this will be -10. So this is going to be changed function. Okay, this is change x and y. We are sending these values and changing the aim. Okay, so this is how it will work. My head will be moving towards aim, so this will change the values. Okay, now what's my next target is to work for the move function again. So the function will be to have checking three things. Okay, two things to be more precise. The two things will be, if you know a snake game, you know if it touches the boundary, it is going to be out, right? So we write if, I don't know right now what I'm going to use for that. So meanwhile, we just check this thing, if head in snake. Okay, so if head is in snake, so this means that my game is going to be lost. Am I going to be I'll say stop the game, right? So if head in snake, or there comes a condition to check boundaries. Okay, to check boundaries. So for that, what I'll do, I have one thing in my mind. I'll just right now write this. Okay, so let's just comment out this, and I'll tell you what I have in my mind right now. So if I save it and press F5, okay, so I get this thing. Now if I again open my paint, and I pick this my function. Okay, so this turtle graphic, so you'll see that if I count it from here, so the value is, I'll say, this is 0, this is 390. So from 0 to 390, it is going to be in this way. And I had 420. So this is not counted. But how is it working? The turtle graphics are designed such a way that it starts from negative indexes and goes till positive indexes. So for that, we have to just give up mind. If it has, if I say 420, 420 half is 210. So -210 to +210, but let's not take that much high. We'll take something less and move forward. Okay, so for that, we'll create a function once again. So this function is going to be known as inside. Let's call it inside, to check whether the snake is inside or not. So if head, will send head, because we are getting the head location, right? So if return, first of all, what we have to return, we'll take let's say -200 instead of that 420, because we know the size is not going to be full. for head, okay, dot x, and it should be less than 190. Let's say this thing, okay. Or let's say and same for the y-axis, minus 200 less than head of y, and then plus 190. So this will send true if the snake is inside these all things. So we'll just not use this. We have to give a condition to break. So we'll write not in front of it. Okay. So or not head inside head. Okay. So these are my two conditions. And what will they do for this is they'll do just one thing, that they'll create a square and change the head color to red, because this is going to be the out, because the snake has now lost. So we'll write square. This is the function of, I'll say, three games which creates a square. So it is creating the head dot x and head dot y, and let's give a size, let's give it 9, and we'll make it as red, okay, because we are lost. So after this also we'll update the values. This is a turtle function to update, okay, and we'll just return, we'll stop the execution of the program. Okay, right now we will not be able to see this if I run this, because I haven't created the snake. So let's create. But for any instance, if this snake game is not like the snake is not in the head, or the head is not in the snake and snake is inside, so we have to add the value of the head into the snake. So write snake dot append the head. Still we haven't counted that whether he has eaten the food or not, so we'll count about the food as well. So now write if head equal to food, okay. So we'll print the snake's value, okay, because we need to print whether he has eaten or something or not. So and then we'll tell the length of the snake. This is the list which we are using, so we'll tell the list length, okay. And just after this we'll tell the food, we'll change the food location. We have to change the food location as well. So food location will be changed to a random range. Let's say random dot, this is a random function, rand range, and the range is let's take 15 minus to 15 positive into 10. We'll do the same for the y-axis. So write print and change it to y. So this is the condition if the head is on the food. But for any instance, if it's not, then we added an extra body, so we have to remove that body as well. So we'll write snake dot pop at 0. The first index will be removed and my snake will not be full. Okay, so then we'll clear everything. For an instance, like this clear is used to remove the previous instances of the head, and in this way you can just create your snake. Then this is for snake's body, when he has eaten the food or not. Now we have to make the snake. So for body in snake, we know it's a list. So for body in snake, we'll create a square for it, and the square will be body dot x. We know the x-axis of the body, then body dot y. If you remember, I created a list of vectors, so we have vectors over here, okay. So body dot y, then we give the size as 9, and let's create the color as black for the snake, okay, because pythons are black, and this much will be enough. Then we need to create the square for the food. So write square, we know it's food, so food dot x comma food dot y, give the size 9, and just let's make its color as green, okay. So these are its color, these are its function. Then we have to update all these things, and we have to call this function again and again after every time. So we use on timer function, and it will be from move, and let's give 100, okay. So almost done. Let's just save it and press F5. So nothing as of now. I guess there's something I missed. We'll just check. Okay, we haven't called the move function at first, so we'll call the move function, and then we have to close as well, right? So for close in turtle you write done. This means when this function will be returned, so it's done and ended. Okay, so save and press F5. So see, okay, we have two issues with us right now. First is we are seeing the arrow, and second is it is being traced, right? But if you know that I'm pressing key, so you can see the locations are being changed. So for that I need to work. We have two more functions for it. The functions are, I'll say first one is hide turtle. If you write hide turtle, you won't see the arrow. If I press space and F5, so see, no arrow is over there, and it's being traced. So for that, what I'll do, okay. So for that, oh, I just closed it. And so for that, we have some different function which is known as tracer. Okay, so we write tracer, and inside this we write false. So if the value is false, we won't be able to see the tracer. Save it and press F5 now. So you'll see, okay, now my snake is working. It picks up food. Okay, great. So yeah, the snake game is completed. I don't think so there's going to be any error right now. Let's check the problems. If I just take it to the side, okay, I will just first eat this game, this pie. Oh, I just tried to go back into myself, so I get a red over here. When I run it again, so press F5, take it over there, so it becomes red, right? This way we can just terminate the game, and if we just keep on eating, our score will be printed and we'll get the value. So the game was easy. I'll explain you once again everything. So first of all, we imported the libraries. The libraries were Turtle. We imported everything from Turtle. Then we imported random for getting random ranges. Then we imported square and vector from free games. This is the open source library and helps us to create squares and vectors. Then I created vector. The food vector, it has x and y axis. Snake, it is a list of x and y blocks, I'll say. EM is again an xy axis. Then I have my function to change. I'll go back over here. First of all, I created a window. It has the coordinates as 420, 420, 370 and 0. I have turtle. I hide it a turtle because if I don't hide it, I'll see the arrow. I don't want it to see the arrow. Then I stopped the tracer as well. Then I asked my turtle to listen my keys, means watch my keys, watch what keys I am going to press. So if I press right, the value will be changed for X for right, okay. And if I press left, vice versa of right, and same for up and down. We are giving different values over here in change. Okay, so it goes over here. It is changing. Now I go to move. I call the move function, and you see move is over here. So move first of all changes the snake's it takes the head as the snake's last part. Okay, and then we take head dot move to go towards aim. Okay, then if the head is in snake or not inside the column, I'll say, so we checked, we know why are we using minus 200 and 190, because this is the correct coordinate for it. We can make it 200 as well, but it's okay. And if these conditions are false, both of them, so we'll just send this thing square as red because we lost, and we'll update the square as red. Okay, and then we'll stop the execution of this program. It will send us to over here and it will press done. So after done, the turtle won't work. Okay, otherwise if this condition is not true, we get the snake head appended. It checks whether it has eaten the food or not. If head is equal to the food, it will print the value of snake and change the value of x and y axis of the food. So it will be changed for random. Okay, for example, it will sometimes be 10, sometimes be 9. It depends upon the random range. But if it hasn't eaten the food, we already added the snake's head, so this will remove the snake head because it did not eat the food. Clear will clear out everything which is, for example, my food is not eaten but it's still visible or something. Clear will clear it out. Now we need to print the body of the snake. So for that we write for body in snake square. This is a new function which we created over here. We called square. So this will call square and it will take the coordinates of body. So what is basically this doing? This is doing what, like there is a snake, it has elements as a list. So for every element of list it is a vector. So body is a vector, it gets x and x axis, and then its size is 9. So we print black. Similarly, we create square for food. After this loop, when the snake is created, we tell the x-axis and y-axis of food, we tell the size, and then we tell the color. Then we update it. Then we give the on timer function to call move again. So every 100 milliseconds, the move is called again and again, and we are able to see the options. So this was all about the game. I'll just prefer you to try it on your own. So I'll just scroll down once again from the start. So this is the first part. Then this is the second part from move. Then this is the last part from here. This is almost about what we have to do in snake game, but quite easy one, and you can just try it on your own as well. Thank you for watching the snake game. We used the three libraries as I said. We displayed the snake and the food as well. We made a snake move as well. So this was all about this easy game. I'll prefer you trying this game on your own. And for any other assistance or doubt, you can contact us on coders.educate as well. I have recorded many courses on Eduair Prime. You can try them out. We have 5 Python projects for beginner as well. And if you are completely beginner, you can start learning Python with me on my Python for Absolute Beginner course. So this was all about today, guys. See you again in my next post.